second wave of the COVID pandemic, breaking around the world, international humanitarian agencies are warning of the dangers this does pose for refugees. Ruth Hetherington from the International Committee of the Red Cross explains why displaced people are especially vulnerable.
In many camps, they are living in incredibly crowded tents. They already are exposed to chronic health problems, in many cases just by virtue of the conditions they live in and the hardship they have seen. Many people in the region have been displaced multiple times, so they've lost their house not just once, but many times over, which takes such a toll.
Well, aid agencies' efforts to draw attention to the plight of refugees is being hindered by anti-migrant protests in Europe, where people are fed up with hosting ever more newcomers. In the UK, there were clashes with police at one protest, while in Greece, which is bearing the brunt of migrant arrivals at the moment, tensions are particularly high.
The immigration is not stopping. No nation, including the British government, are doing anything to make these people go back to their own homes. We were all brought up to fend for ourselves. These people need to start to build their own countries and not come and use our benefit.
We're here to send a message to the Greek government. It cannot betray national issues. It cannot turn our Greek people into a minority in Greece. We fight against Islamisation and illegal immigration and defend our national sovereignty.
Ruth Hetherington again says if people, though, understood the heartbreaking stories of some refugees, they would be more welcoming.
It's a health crisis, but it's also an economic crisis, and people who are displaced are already incredibly vulnerable because of conflict, because of what they've gone through. And now coronavirus is one more deadly challenge on top of all of that. It is a constant battle against layers and layers of challenges. And one woman in particular reached out to us, a Syrian refugee, and she had actually lost her daughter in the war in Syria, come to Lebanon, and she lost her remaining child in the blast. And she got in touch with our mental health team because she was simply overwhelmed. And I think this is a really, really moving example of the many layers that displaced people are coping with.